Hey everybody, welcome back to Keeping It Real in the Kitchen. I am Candace Cole and today we are making fruit salsa. Not to be confused with any kind of like spicy salsa or like salsa with mango in it. No, this is all fruit. This is a dessert. It is so delicious. This recipe comes to us from Tatiana. Tatiana, what's up? Is one of my old friends. So Tatiana, thank you so much for letting me share your recipe. I appreciate it. For this recipe, you might notice that I have all these different knives up here with multicolors. What I'm going to advise you to do is go check out my review of these knives. I'm going to be using these knives in this video to chop up all this fruit, and I'm going to be giving you a review of these. I just got these. I'm so excited to use them. Alright guys, for this recipe, you are going to need some raspberries. Now I got these frozen. That's exactly what Tatiana told me to do because we're going to use 3/4 of a cup. I've let these defrost for 30 minutes out on my counter, and they're good. Yeah, they're defrosted right. Oh, that's sour. Wow. I picked the sourest one. You are also going to need strawberries. You're going to need 1 whole container of strawberries. You're going to need 2 kiwis. And you're going to need 1 golden delicious apple. Dun, 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 dun. You are also going to need some strawberry preserves. You are also going to need a splash of juicy juice, 100% fruit juice. I got the fruit punch flavor. That's the kind I get. You are going to need some brown sugar. And you're gonna need some white sugar. So now with the fruit salsa, you're getting another recipe in here. You're gonna get the cinnamon chips that we are gonna make to dip inside the fruit salsa. These are so good. What you need for that is some flour tortillas. You need some cinnamon. You need some sugar. And you also need some butter. So the first thing we're going to need to do is wash all of our fruit, wash the apples, wash the kiwis, wash the strawberries. You don't need to wash the raspberries. They should have washed those for you because they were frozen. First thing we're going to do is dice up our kiwis. Please don't cut yourself, Candace. Please don't do it. You need your thumbs. Next thing we're going to do is, that was 1 kiwi? Oh, Candace, 1 kiwi, 1 more to go. Alright, so the next thing we're going to do is peel and dice up our apple. We want to dice it into small little sections just like our kiwi. I'm such a bad peeler. Maybe because I buy dollar store peelers. I think I'm scared of like shaving off my knuckle skin. Anybody else have that fear? I have that fear. This little tool makes life so easy, but it just cores out that center of the apple. Just so nice. Just dicing it up super tiny because you want like just little apple bites for the recipe. We're gonna add 3/4 of a cup of raspberries, whole raspberries. You do not need to chop these guys up. And you want all that juice from the raspberries too. When you defrost, you're gonna get a little juice, but you want that nice deep red color like salsa. Now we're gonna dice up our strawberries. You don't need to dice up your strawberries as small as the apples. You can kind of just leave them in nice slices, or I like to slice them and then give them a slice in half. Strawberries, check. All right, all of our fruit has been chopped up. Now we're gonna add just a few other things. We're gonna start with 2 tablespoons of white sugar. I hate when tops don't go on right. Oh, there. Okay, there we go. We are going to add to that a 1/4 cup of your strawberry preserves. We also need a 1/4 cup of brown sugar, and yeah, like you always do with brown sugar, make sure you pack it. 1/4 cup of brown sugar. All right, and the last thing we need is just a splash of juicy juice. Fruit punch. For a splash, I don't know. Is that like a splash? Looks like a splash. So now we're gonna wanna mix everything together, those fruit preserves, that sugar. Get it really mixed up in here. I'm gonna cover this up and put it in the refrigerator for at least 30 minutes, but it's best if it sits for about 2 to even 3 hours, just to let those flavors all settle in and infuse with each other. Here's how to make those cinnamon chips. You need those tortillas, so I'm gonna start just with 1 tortilla, and you're gonna cut it up into, chip triangles. The next thing you're going to do is melt down some butter. I usually start with 1/4 of a stick. Once your butter is all melted down, you can take a spoon, or you can take one of those brushes if you have one. That's cool too. And you're going to drizzle that on your tortillas. Now you don't want to do too much because that's going to take away from the crispiness of your chips. Next thing we're going to do is you're just going to sprinkle a little cinnamon and sugar on there. I just kind of eyeball it. That's how I like to do it. You could definitely do like a 50-50 mixture of each, but not me. And some sugar. Just sprinkle it on, honey. No sugar on these babies. You're not gonna wanna cook these one at a time. You're gonna wanna make a bunch because you're gonna be addicted to these things and they're gonna be delicious and you're gonna wanna keep eating them. So make as many as you can fit. And we are going to let these cook inside the oven at 350 degrees for 10 to 12 minutes, just till they get nice and crispy. All right, so this is the fruit salsa. So let's try this fruit salsa on these nice warm cinnamon chips. That is such a good taste, guys. Oh my goodness, I missed this. Tatiana, thanks so much for making this and bringing it into my life. It tastes so fresh and like strawberry and like fruity. That's why it's fruit salsa. Guys, I hope you liked this video. If you did, please make sure you subscribe, like this video, share it with your friends. Try this recipe. Let me know how it turns out, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Keeping it real in the kitchen. Bye.